Hello, this is a quick tour to some cybersecurity news in terms of data breaches, data leaks, and cyber crime activities for week 49 of the year 2022. The first one that comes from 9news.com.au is that AGL hit by cyber incident causing customer accounts lockdown. This has been published on December 2nd, 2022, and this is one of the Australia's largest energy providers that has been hit by a cyber incident. The next piece of news is that from darknetlive.com, and according to that, Florida dark web drugs vendor sentenced to prison. So a Florida man was sentenced to 16 years in Florida prison for leading a dark web drug trafficking operation that distributed large quantities of a wide variety of drugs. These drugs, as you can see, include amphetamine, fentanyl, cocaine, and heroin. The moniker or the handle of the actor is Syntropy, and he was active in some markets like Walt Market, White House Market, Darkoda Market. The next piece of news is from gbhackers.com, and according to that, Black Hat Panthers, a SIM swap gang connected with dark web, got arrested. Okay, for this week there has been a couple of arrests. Spanish National Police arrested the notorious SIM swapping gang operating under the name Black Panther. So their gang name or group name was Black Panther for various cybercrimes. The next one is coming from this Reuters.com that has been published on 30th of November 2022. So Vatican website down in suspected hacker attack. Vatican City, that is based in Italy, the official Vatican website was taken offline on Wednesday following an apparent hacking attack, the Holy See said. The next one is from the Record.media. So the ransomware group may have stolen customer bank details from British water company, South for shared water, which supplies water for more than 1.7 million. Wow, that's a lot. 1.7 million people in England has said that an attempted ransomware attack in August may have enabled cybercriminals to steal customer bank details. From bankinfosecurity.com, we have this piece of news that in New Zealand, the New Zealand health insurer investigates IT provider attack. Akuro says claims processing affected no evidence of data breach. It has been posted on December 4th, 2022. From darkowl.com, I highly recommend you to read the news and the articles published in this website, Dark Owl. Don't forget it. I have read it many times and I liked it a lot. So, this piece of news has been published on 1st of December, The Art of Congolese Cracking and Credential Stuffing. So basically the main idea of this, I read this one, I liked it a lot, is that where and how these credentials and convoys that are shared from time to time in cybercriminal communication channels are used. It gives a lot of idea to you about how the criminals using it. Darknetlive.com has published on 7th of December this article, The German Dark Web Drug Vendor Indicted. The Central Office of Cybercrime Bavaria filed charges against a German man suspected of distributing large quantities of drugs through the dark web. The other one that comes again from darknetlive.com Then has been published on the same day, 7th of December 2022. Flags Vamp 2 admin added to Europe most wanted list. This is a famous drug market in dark web market. So I think now this Europol, well, there is a photo actually from the actor. From safetydetectives.com, we have this piece of news that has been published on 6th of December that Hive Social taken offline temporarily following security issues. Brand new social media platform, Hive Social. I haven't heard about it, but yeah, anyway, it's a new social media platform. Was taken offline last week due to security issues that may have exposed its users' data. The securityaffairs.co, there's this article that has been published on 6th of December that the Russia's second largest bank, VTB Bank, under DDoS attack. A state-owned VTB Bank, the second largest financial institution in Russia, said it is facing the largest DDoS distributed denial of service attack in its history. Again, from securityaffairs.co, we have this piece of news on 5th of December that exclusive. The largest mobile malware marketplace identified by our security in the dark web. Well, uh, actually, I managed to find the website in dark web. It is named In the Box. Yes, yeah, as you can be seen here. So it was actually quite interesting that they had lots of like malware selling different categories in different countries. So the operator behind Hydra in the Box marketplace are closely connected to developers of major mobile malware families, including Allian, Cerberus, Ermac, Hydra, Octopus, aka Octopoison, and Metadroid. Well, I remember that the registration needed the confirmation of the admin. So for the confirmation, there was a Telegram ID. You need to send a request to the Telegram ID that, hello, this is blah, 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 the username. So please confirm my account. The next piece of news on the same day, 5th of December, came from securityaffairs.co. So French hospital cancels operations after ransomware attack. This is somehow disgusting to that the ransomware, especially ransomware groups, gangs, cyber criminals, considering these hospitals and healthcare centers as one of the valuable targets for them. The next piece of news comes from securityweek.com on 6th of December. So Amnesty International Canada said it has been hacked by Beijing. The Canadian branch of Amnesty International stated Monday it was the target of a cyber attack sponsored by China. Okay, thanks China. From Europol, Europa.eu, we have this piece of news that there has been this, well, 2,469 money mules arrested in worldwide crackdown against money laundering. Law enforcement prevented 7.5 million euros from being laundered by money mules in 3 months of action. Well, this is brilliant. It has been published on 5th of December 2022. So this money laundering is a kind of crime that should be considered as a bothersome crime in the whole world, not just in Europe. We have this piece of news on well, 7th of December 2022 in this matrumi.com, if I'm not mistaken, sorry for if I pronounce it incorrectly, that databreach as government hospitals, again hospitals, Binoy, Viswam, moves suspension of business notice in RS. New Delhi. Yes. Communist Party of India (CPIM-P) Binoy Viswam has given a suspension of business notice under Rule 266 7 in Rajya Sabha and demanded a discussion over the reported breach of database at several prominent government hospitals across the country, including Delhi AIIMS. BleepingComputer.com has published this piece of news on 6th of December that Antwerp city services down after hackers attack digital partner. So for this week, at least two cities has been impacted by the cyber incidents. The city of Antwerp, Belgium, is working to restore its digital services that were disrupted last night by a cyber attack on its digital provider. SCMagazine.com on 5th of December has published this piece of news that new Mage Card campaign set to target at least 44 e-commerce sites. InfoSecurityMagazine.com has been published on 7th of December. This article that NZ Privacy Commissioner investigates Mercury IT ransomware attack. Again, ransomware attack. So the Office of the Privacy Commissioner in New Zealand released a public statement on Tuesday on the ransomware attack affecting technology service provider Mercury IT. BankInfoSecurity.com has published this piece of news on 7th of December that Common Spirit patient's data breach in ransomware attack. Again, these healthcare and hospitals are getting the victim and targeted by the cybercriminals. 7 hospitals affected breaches so far. Common Spirit is still reviewing data files. 4 arrested for filing fake tax returns with the stolen data. So that's sad news at the same time. While it's funny that they're stealing the data and filling the fakes, I mean, tax returns where it is stolen data. It has been published on 7th of December by this darkreading.com. From securityweek.com, we have this piece of news on 7th of December. Well, 7th of December, we had lots of news on this day. That 4 Nigerians arrested in Europe over US charges involving hacking and fraud. 4 Nigerians arrested recently in Europe have been charged in the United States over their alleged role in a scheme that involved computer hacking and filing false tax returns. JDSupra.com on 7th of December, again 7th of December, published this piece of news that Suffolk University reports data breach impacting thousands of current and former students. Again from Bleeping Computer, we have this piece of news that US Health Department warns of royal ransomware targeting healthcare. Well, this royal ransomware with this symbol in their website is one of the actors, groups, and cybercrime gangs that focus on healthcare entities and hospitals. It has been published on 8th of December. SafetyDetectives.com, there is this piece of news on 8th of December 2022, the data breach in healthcare. Oh my God. Again, healthcare. Data breach in healthcare software vendor impacted 2.2 million patients. Hackers compromised the systems of Connexin, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Software Incorporation, leading to a data breach that impacted more than 2.2 billion patients. Look, again, healthcare centers. Iranian hackers struck diamond industry with data wiping malware in supply chain attack has been published on 8th of December 2022 by the hackernews.com. So this entity basically has been located in Hong Kong, Israel, and South Africa. So an Iranian advanced persistent threat APT actor known as Argreus has been attributed as behind a set of data wiper attacks aimed at diamond industries in South Africa, Israel, and Hong Kong. From securityaffairs.co, we have this piece of news that Android app with over 5 million downloads leaked user browsing history. For the Android app, Web Explorer Fast Internet left an open instant exposing a trove of sensitive data that malicious actors could use to check a specific user's browsing history. The next piece of news comes from this, okay, yeah, this heimdallsecurity.com, if I pronounce the name correctly. So the French brand Intersport hit by ransomware group Hive. So, well, basically, probably you know that this Hive is another ransomware group. So they have attacked this Intersport entity. Gaming firm Razer wins lawsuit against IT vendor over data leak, awarded 8.7 million in damages, has been published by straitstimes.com. The next one is from Kiber Turvalis Keskus.fi. So based on this piece of news that has been published on 8th of December 2022, the National Cybersecurity Center Finland weekly review. This is the weekly review of the National Cybersecurity Center Finland reporting period 25th of November to 1st of December. Well, the purpose of the weekly review is to share information about current cyber phenomena. The weekly review is intended for a wide audience from cybersecurity specialists to regular citizens. It's, I think, worth to be checked. The last two piece of news come from J.D. Spura that basically informing and updating about the cybersecurity incidents and especially the data breaches that has been happening. Black Gould and Associates Incorporation notifies over 42,000 consumers of recent data breach on 8th of December, and last but not the least, from the same site jdsulpra.com, on 8th of December, Acuity Brands reports data breach impacting more than 37K employees' sensitive information. Okay, thanks for your attention. See you next week, week 50.